Hello students, how are you all in this lockdown period? A very good afternoon to all of you. This is Devdatta Sengupta sir again for another class. Today's lecture will be I have chosen of the law of copyright, which is provided under the 6M syllabus of Calcutta University. The law of copyright is actually a part of the intellectual property law. Okay, you have already gone through the Transfer of Property Act and the Sale of Goods Act. Those laws actually dealt with two types of properties: movable properties and immovable properties. Okay, now what is the common feature between movable and immovable properties? All these properties are perceptible by sense and touch. This means that you can actually feel them, feel their existence. Okay, movable properties, immovable properties, both can be felt, both can be touched. But intellectual property is one type of property which has the same privileges, the same advantages like that of a normal property. That is, these normal properties are actually which are perceptible by sense and touch. I think you know these kinds of properties are called as corporeal and tangible properties. Corporeal and tangible properties, which means those properties are which are perceptible by sense and touch. But intellectual property law is an incorporeal, intangible property. I repeat, intellectual property law is an intangible, incorporeal property. Why? Because this law governs those particular aspects which are not perceptible by sense and touch. Okay, intellectual property law কিন্তু এমন জিনিসকে কভার করে যেটা বা এমন বিষয়বস্তুকে কভার করে যেটাকে আমরা সেন্স টাচ করতে পারি না বা ফিল করতে পারি না। ঠিক আছে, তো intellectual, the word intellectual itself says that these kinds of properties are created by the human intellect, the human mental labor, the human mental skill. So whatever we created out of our mind, whatever we create out of our mind, our artistic sense, something which is invented or some kind of mark, okay, so which is coming out of your human mind. Okay, you are not actually feeling it physically, but all these things, all these as subject matters are coming out of your mind. Okay, so it is the product of your mental labor. These properties are the product of your mental labor. Okay, now the rights, the exclusive rights which come from these properties are called intellectual property rights, and the law which governs these rights is called the intellectual property law or the IPL. Now in your syllabus, what I want to say is that your syllabus has been divided. There are four kinds of intellectual properties. Now these four intellectual properties, mainly there are four intellectual properties. These four intellectual properties, they have been divided. The number one is law of copyright, number two is patent law, number three is trademark law, number four is law of industrial designs. These are the four main branches of intellectual property law. But only the past law students of Calcutta University will get to study about the law of copyright. Unfortunately, the law of patent, the law of trademark, and the law of industrial design is not covered under the past syllabus. Those students who are opting for honors under the 5-year LLB course of Calcutta University, they will get to know about, learn a lot about the law of patent, the law of trademark, as well as the law of industrial designs. Okay, so as well as also trade secrets. Now getting to know in coming to the point, the law of copyright. What is the law of copyright? The law, let me put it right. What is actually copyright? Copyright is actually an exclusive right. It is an exclusive right to copy some else's work, which means if I am creating some work out of my mind, like if I am writing a story, or I am writing the lyrics of a song, or I am creating a music, okay, or I am painting a picture, or I am designing something, okay, and the design is coming from my mind, okay, or I have designed some choreography, or I have created some music, any literary work, any act, any play, okay, all these kinds of works will be coming under the law of copyright. Okay. Now what happens is that if I have created if I have written some story or if I have created some music, okay, automatically copyright will subsist in the work, and if somebody tries to use my work, that person will have to ask me. That means I have the right to decide whether that other person can copy my work or not, which means suppose I am giving the copyright to you, which means what was my right, my exclusive right, I am giving the exclusive right to copy, to use the work by you. And if you do it without my consent, if you copy my work, what I have written, suppose all over the night I have written a story, thinking out of a mind, a very innovative story, or I have created a music, a very unique and innovative music, and you try to steal my work and try to show the world that you have actually created it, which in fact you haven't done. So this is called infringement of copyright in the work. Please keep this in mind. This is called infringement of copyright in the work. Okay, so to make it legal, what you have to do, you have to obtain the copyright in the work, which means I can grant the copyright to you. In return, you will grant me something in return, that means some consideration under the copyright law, which is called as royalty. What is it called? The royalty, which I will get because I have created the work, the hard work, mentally, not physically. Please try to remember, the hard work mentally, not physically, is done by me. So it is my right, my exclusive right, and whether I want to give it or not, or which part I want to give, which rights I want to give, that is exclusively my decision. So once I write the story, why I am saying it right, there is a very important concept regarding this thing also. Now please keep this in mind, that copyright does not have any exist in any idea. Like if I say that my friend has come to me, my friend is also a story writer and I am also a story writer. My friend is trying to write a story for the suppose the Puja Varshiki. For the Puja Varshiki, he wants to write some story, and he wants to say that, okay, Devdotto, please can you tell me that I am writing a story on particular fiction or some particular incident, how can I make up the story? Now if I have an idea in my mind, and if I share that idea with my friend and he writes it, can I claim copyright of the work? No, because I have given the idea, I have not written it in physical format. The very basic thing, in order to protect, the first basic thing which you need to know is that, first of all, in order to obtain copyright in the work, you have to put it in some medium, which means it should be in material format. If it is an idea, there is no copyright in the work. Okay, so copyright, what are the subject matters covered? Literary, dramatic works. Literary works means prose, poetry. Dramatic works like plays, musical works, artistic works, cinematograph films, sound recordings. Okay, I repeat, literary work, dramatic work, artistic work, computer works or computer recordings, then cinematograph films and sound recordings. So these are the main subject matters of copyright, and it is one of the main branches of intellectual property law. Okay, so far for now up to this. In my next lecture I will give you a detailed description. This was the lecture regarding the concept only. In the next lecture I will give you try to elaborate on some important points regarding intellectual property as well as copyright. Thank you very much.